Hey everyone, just want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. And oh yeah, you guys can. Okay, perfect. All right, I just see the participants there going up. So I'm just going to give everyone a second to jump in. And so this is my first time using a Zoom webinar. So people are like putting up their hand. I'm going to figure it out as I go. So hopefully you guys can just bear with me as we go here. All right. Someone just trying to join and they need the meeting invite.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll forward that to you, hon. Okay. All right, perfect. I think yeah, all right. Lots of people are here, so that is awesome. Yeah, this is like a normal Zoom, except, oh, you're already on mute, so don't worry. Thank you, Erin, for asking that question. Yeah, you're already on mute, so don't worry. Because this is, I had to switch to like a webinar format so that I could get more than 500 people on the call who had registered. So that's why it's a little bit different. Everyone's on mute, so don't worry, you guys are good to go. I'm gonna make sure that we are recording. And I'm also actually gonna stream live on Facebook, just to make sure anybody that for some reason can't find the link that they can jump on as well. So we will, I'm gonna do that right now and hopefully that works. Okay, so just give me 1 second here. Thank you guys so much for your patience. We're gonna share this in a group. All right, this is like, I'm getting all the like old good vibes that I used to present all the time in different Beachbody team trainings and things like that. And over the past 6 months, I haven't done as much of it, but it's like my sweet spot. It's where I love to be. So I'm very, very appreciative of you guys allowing me to be here tonight and for you guys jumping on. It's, yeah, it's so much fun and it's one of my favorite things to do. So super, super appreciate everyone's time tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. I am a bit of a presentation junkie in that I love a PowerPoint. Okay, there, cool, we're good. We're live in Business Bootcamp just in case anybody can't find the link. Okay, so we're going to get rolling. So welcome guys to the 4-part formula for inviting. This call tonight is all about the secret to getting people to authentically come to you. And this really has come out of a place of hearing from coaches over and over and over again that they're struggling with this mix of how to be authentically themselves and how to still go about their business in a way that builds it. So this is really what we're going to tackle tonight, and I'm going to dive in a little bit more about you know, who I am and what I do and how I help fitness coaches. But I want to first talk about an intro to what the training is about. So for those of you guys I haven't met before, my name is Ashley Shaw, and I help fitness coaches reduce the overwhelm in their marketing efforts so that they can build the business of their dreams. And so what tonight is really about, what this masterclass is really about, is helping you guys refine your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about inviting. Because beliefs are what determine our habits, and habits are everything when it comes to forming a successful business. What we repeatedly do over and over and over again is what actually translates to our business becoming successful. So and this is any kind of business. So if you bring stuff to inviting and you bring these feelings and you bring these attachments, it becomes really hard to convert your leads into customers. And maybe you're already experiencing this now. You're like, I just don't get it. Why isn't this inviting thing working? I'm doing what they're telling me. It doesn't really feel authentic, but like I'm just doing it. Or you could be on the other side, like, I'm not inviting because it doesn't feel authentic and I really don't know what to do about it. So on the other hand, what happens is if you show up in your full power when it comes to inviting without all these other like weird mindset issues, and you move confidently towards attracting your customers in an authentic way to you, then that's when you can really, really build the business of your dreams. So before we jump in and get started here, I want you to just bear with me a sec. Are you looking at your email right now? And I really want to make sure that I just preface this presentation and what this is about, because I'm going to take a sec to turn off my phone and turn off my email to make sure all the things aren't coming in at me. I want you to at least give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes of your dedicated attention. And if you're not fully in it, if you don't you're not picking up what I'm putting down, then open your emails, check your phone. I think 10 minutes is really going to be that time frame that you're going to be sucked in. You're going to understand why this information is going to be so powerful for you and your business. And I just want you to give me 10 minutes, like close the door, turn off your phone. You set aside this time. You signed up to be here tonight. And to show up for yourself. So I want you to just remove all of those distractions. And this is sometimes how our mindset blocks can show up for us. We start off the whole conversation by telling ourselves our attention is best elsewhere, and this probably isn't going to work for us. So I want to make sure that we start off on the right foot and that we are fully engaged in what we're doing and what we're going to be capturing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the exact same thing as you guys. I'm going to just turn off the old email, make sure it's not flying in. And then I make sure that I'm also giving you guys my full attention. Okay. So I want you to know that you're in the right place if you're, first of all, a Beachbody coach. This training tonight is all about coaches in the social selling industry and specifically in the health and fitness industry. That is my niche. That is where I've spent the last 16 years is in fitness sales. So if you're a Beachbody coach or you're a health and fitness coach, you are in the right place. If you're pretty consistent, so you're pretty consistent with posting, but what happens is you end up getting caught in the inviting and the closing, and that really feels like that's what the roadblock is, then you're also in the right place. And if you've ever said, people don't have money, especially like a time like this, like I feel like it's weird to ask for money right now. Coaches will say this all the time, and this is a really big one. So pay attention. If this is you and you're feeling like that, like it's just super weird time, this presentation is absolutely for you. And working in the fitness industry, I mean, we went through all types of different recessions and different things like that. And we used to do everything from $10,000 personal training packages to, people like training with us 3 times a week, all these different scenarios. So I want you guys to know, like, I understand where you're coming from and the challenges that you're up against. I deeply understand that, being a personal trainer myself and working in fitness clubs for the last, it would be 14 years I was in a club. So you're in the right place if you're sharing your journey, but you're not seeing the engagement that you really need to grow your business to the next level. And lastly, you squirm when thinking about inviting because it feels way too salesy. Like you're just not able, it's like this disconnect, right? You become a coach because you want to help people. And that is what you're deeply passionate about. But then something doesn't connect because you want to help people, but that step in between feels so out of your comfort zone that you won't even do it, knowing that it's going to build your business because it feels so inauthentic. So I also promised that I was going to share something with you guys. So stay to the end to get this. This is the formula of overcoming objections. So this is a workbook. And what it includes is 1 hour of training. The training is called the Formula of Overcoming Objections, and it includes a non-Hey Girl Hustle inviting script made for Beachbody coaches, and access to a pre-recorded 1-hour training session with myself. So I go into all the science of overcoming objections, like the actual order that you need to take someone through before asking for the commitment, which is the last part of that, and where to start in that process. And I'll also be giving you guys a coupon code, and I'll be telling you at the end how to get that. So don't miss this, because that script is gold. Like, we used to use this sort of scripting all the time. That video is something that it's worth its weight in gold. That video is it's a really, really good training video that you guys are going to learn a lot from. And then having that script in hand, you're never going to worry about what do I say when inviting and messaging. And like, I'm not salesy. You know, I hate people that have that commission breath, that it comes across like they're inauthentic and they jump into the you know, like, hey, pretty lady, like, what are you doing for your health and fitness journey? Not on my watch. That is not my style whatsoever. So I really want to make sure that you guys get a copy of that. Okay, so here is what you guys are going to learn all about today. We're going to jump into inviting blocks. So usually we talk about mindset blocks at like 50,000 feet. And it's this like $5 word we throw around, like, oh, you just got mindset blocks and things blocking you from getting to the next level. I'm going to bring it down to earth so you can really see what I mean by that. It creeps up on us a lot more suspiciously than we even know. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what you can do to actually move past those blocks around inviting, and so that you can build authentic relationships and start to gain customers on autopilot. And then the other thing is we're going to talk about new levels and new devils. So what this means is no matter where you are in your business, we all face these blocks around our mindset, especially when you're trying to crack those 5-figure months. So they always say the first 6 figures is the hardest. And then after that, it gets easier and easier. And then I'm going to give you guys a 4-part inviting series that is going to take you through the 4 things you need to do in your business to go from sending hey girl messages to actually having your own sales funnel, and what you actually need to do to move away from the, like, I call it like, it's like addition math, right? Like, I got to email this person plus this person plus this one. When you start to move to this inviting formula and this it's like a funnel that you're going to be building, then what happens is you're going to start to see multiplication and exponential growth on autopilot. So once you get these systems in place, things are just going to tick, tick, tick along without you having to press the send button and press the send button. Because it's that stuff that bogs people down, that it's never going to get you those 6 figures that you probably got into this for. So that's what we're going to talk about, is exactly how to go through that and do that. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me for those that we haven't met before. I've met a ton of Beachbody coaches, but I know that there are a lot of you on here today that maybe we haven't met before. So my name is Ashley Shaw, and I'm here because I love helping social sellers eliminate the overwhelm in their marketing efforts so that they can build authentic businesses. And that is really, really important to me. I started in the fitness industry when I was 17 years old. And I also had some network marketing experience that left me feeling a little bit of a visceral reaction to selling. I used to sell knives. If anyone has heard of Cutco, that was one of the companies I started with. And it was so funny because I love, love, love the product. I still have the knives. But I found that their formula or their sales scripts just didn't suit me. So my only reaction at that point was to quit. Like, I just couldn't go around saying what they wanted me to say. And so in combining that fitness experience and working in sales and continuing to refine my skills and learn new things, I really learned how to take sales scripts that work and make them my own. So I want you to check in with yourself for a second here before we go any further. How do you feel when I say you need to sell in your business? for most people, they get this like visceral reaction, because for most people, when they think they need to sell, it like puts them into this like fight or flight mode. And even for me, when I used to hear someone say that, like, you need to sell, it made me think that that person really didn't have pure intentions, that they were just out for themselves, or they were like a slimy used car salesman, that had like that like dirty commission breath. Like it didn't really feel like I wanted to do more of that. Like selling just had it left a bad taste in my mouth. And our society really demonizes this, selling. So if you feel like it's gross to sell, it can really block you from making money, because you don't want to be that gross salesy person. You don't want to have that commission breath. But here's the thing that we first need to understand, is that selling in business is a basic survival need. It's okay. It's part of your business, right? Is that selling is a part of that. You may have, I assume everyone on this call has great intentions. Like, you wouldn't have got into coaching if you didn't have great intentions. You want your customers to get great results. And what's going to happen is, as soon as you understand this formula, your idea around selling is going to change, and your thoughts around selling. Because here's what ends up happening, is that we have a bad taste in our mouth about selling because of the way it makes us feel. We get this like emotion that comes to us that either says selling is fun or selling is horrible and I hate it. And if you face enough no's, or people saying, hey, get out of here, or like they block you, you eventually start to associate selling with, this is something that I don't want to do more of, right? Versus if, when you're selling, you get positive reactions all the time, you want to do more of it. It's like working out. You know, the first time that maybe you started working out, at first it's a bit painful, but eventually there's this tipping point where all of a sudden it becomes really, it becomes something you start to really love and enjoy, because you're starting to see the results from it. It's the exact same thing with selling. And there can be this deep shame about wanting to sell to someone, right? You're probably doing great work with what you do. And I'm assuming that people that are already attracted to you may just not know what's on the other side of that, right? So I want you to think about selling not as the word selling. I want to change that into serving. Serving in your business is a basic survival need. And that is what I'm going to be teaching you guys to do. Because when you really service your clients, selling becomes, it's like a natural part of the process. But what we need to be careful of is that how we initiate that process, we can't like not invite because we're afraid of selling. We can't let that hold us back because the word selling gets in the way. So I want you to figure out if a different word works for you. Serving for me is what I feel I do. I find problems that people have, and I try to help them and serve them. So I really want you guys to get comfortable with this idea of whatever it is. Maybe selling's not the word, serving it is. That is a really important part of it. And selling is something that I absolutely love now, because I know that I'm ultimately helping people solve their challenges and getting to that goal that they want to, whatever that is. If it's freedom, if it's building a business they love, if it's being able to help more clients, ultimately that's what fills my cup. So before I get into uncovering more about the mindset blocks around inviting, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me. And this goes back 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, I had a huge choice to make. I lost my job, and it was a bit of a crazy situation. My husband and I love to travel. So this is my husband on the left here. We moved to Vietnam about 15 years ago. We lived there. We love freedom. Like, we love this idea. We read Timothy Ferriss's The 4-Hour Work Week. And we were like, okay, we're done with society. We're done with the rat race. Like, we're out of here. So I quit my job at the gym. I was managing a gym at the time, and we moved to Vietnam. And what we realized there is that the life that we had sort of built, we had a ton of freedom, but we didn't really have the I guess like the day-to-day fulfillment that we were looking for. We were teaching part-time. I was getting sick all the time. It just wasn't exactly like there was freedom there, but it wasn't exactly what I had thought it would feel like, if that makes sense. So after a year, we came back to Canada, and I continued to work in the gyms. I worked for Good Life Fitness for 10 years. Then I moved out west and started I worked for Steve Nash and then a company on Vancouver Island. And I moved up in my career and did, sort of different things along the way. But I definitely, when I moved out to Vancouver Island as the president of a company called VI Fitness. And I had been there for about 2.5 years, and I was home visiting my husband. This is a bit of a longer story, but he was in Ontario, a 5-hour flight away, and I was out west. We were had both gotten the careers of our dreams, and we really wanted to go in those, I guess, those directions, to search those out and to really just be able to do what we loved. And then he traveled back and forth every 6 weeks. So I got the call that the clubs were closing. They were going bankrupt. There was a family feud between the past president and the current owners. And it was at Supreme Court level. They decided, nope, we're done. We're not going to fight this anymore. So I had all this experience of working in fitness clubs, and I had done everything. I started as a personal trainer, moved up, managed clubs, worked in training and development, was a district manager, and then I'd become a president. And the option was, okay, move home to be with my husband in a really, really small town. I'm going to say we're an hour and a half outside of Detroit, but really we're in little town Brights Grove, Ontario, if anyone has heard of that. And so it was do I start looking at Monster and trying to find a job for, close to I don't know, working at the college? What am I going to do with my life? There was a moment there of I really don't know what the right decision is now. How can you go from up here to not really knowing what you should even do day to day? So this was a pivotal shift for me. I definitely had a choice to make. I could decide that I needed to go out and find a job and just figure out, someone to work for in the small town of, I think the bigger city we live next to is about 80,000, but we're a little hamlet 15 minutes outside that. So not a lot of job options. And I always relied on someone else to tell me my worth. This is something that I really realized sort of in this moment. I had this really bad case of bad boyfriend syndrome, serious case of this. So what I mean by that is it's when it's this idea that someone, it was always someone in, that I worked with, my boss or someone above me, would tell me what my potential was. And then I would either live up to it or I would live up to it. So if they didn't, I had one boss tell me once that he wouldn't have hired me. I had been inherited from a different team, and I'd worked with him for about 1.5 years. And at that moment of hearing that someone else didn't think that I was worthy to be on their team, it was definitely a bit of a, I had to really, I struggled with how do I even do my job anymore? I was an approval seeker that I wanted other people to tell me that I was good enough so that I could carry on in a way that, I felt good about myself. And that external need for someone to believe in me, it was so real. And it wasn't until, because I had always had pretty good bosses that, gave me what I needed, my training and development, and I always tried to live up to those expectations. But as soon as this happened, I ran. I was okay, I can't work for this. I lived with it for a little while and was very anxious and had a hard time sleeping at night. I would get heart palpitations. This is how seriously I took other people's opinions of me. It was I look back now and it was very concerning how much I relied on other people to tell me what I was worth. And so speeding up now to the present, things are a lot different. So that moment 2.5 years ago when I had a choice to make, I didn't go find a job. I decided I was going to lean the heck in to this. I had a Beachbody coach reach out to me, and she had asked me for some training and development for her team. And my background is English literature and copywriting. And so I was like, okay, sure, I'll throw some stuff together. And from that moment of losing my job and getting to where we are now, I make the choice every day that, I will never need a job again. And I think this is something that happens when you're an online entrepreneur and you learn this formula of, okay, how do I find my audience? How do I get them to love me and trust me? And how do I give them so much value they don't want to work without me? And then how do I rinse and repeat so they want to refer everyone that they know? Like, once you learn that formula, your life will change. Like, I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying that. I'm saying that because 2.5 years in, I know I will never, ever, ever apply for a job again. And I have that much faith. Like, if I'm thinking about betting on something, I am the one that I will always bet on now. But I wasn't like that before. This is an evolution of learning and developing myself and seeing what I was capable of. So my schedule now is 100% determined by me. I'll be honest with you, like, I never set an alarm. Some days I wake up really early, like too early, but other days I sleep until 9 and I'm not concerned about it whatsoever. My schedule is like one of the places I enjoy a ton of freedom. My husband works shift work and I like to have days off when he does. So that's something I really, really lean into now. I don't have anxiety attacks anymore. Like, those stopped. The heart palpitations, all of that stopped. I don't work weekends and spend time away from my family. I don't get shut down at work when I have a new idea. I was like just always off the wall a little bit with creativity and ideas and making connections. And that sucks when you feel like you don't have a voice, but not anymore. I have a whole new level of control over my life. The internet has become my ATM. Just like I'm going to teach you guys today how to make that happen with this formula. If you need money if I need money for something, I can email my email list or create a new product like that. It's like, I don't have to wait for raises or trying to prove my worth to someone. I know what I need to do to be successful. And I don't go into paralysis when I open my credit card bill or when it arrives of like, how am I going to pay for that? Or if I have desires for things like, I've had this on my vision board for 10 years, a couch from Restoration Hardware. I know what I need to do to make the internet my ATM. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not different than you. I have just put the effort in. I've learned what I've needed to learn. And now I repeat that over and over again. So I really want to dive in and be able to share with you guys exactly what this is. So you can turn this all around really quickly. If you're looking at my story and thinking like, I'm just on the other side of this, like I'm just getting started on my journey, if you get this really quickly, this formula, then what's going to happen is you will start to implement these things and see results really quickly. And if you don't get this, like if you don't get this switch from hey girl hustle to I have a formula, I have a funnel I'm building, you are going to end up working a lot harder than you have to. And it's going to take you a lot more time. And you may feel like you're constantly struggling to make money. And I only say that because when I first started off in my business, I was doing the hey girl hustle, but it was with Beachbody coaches. I was trying to get on different calls in front of new Beachbody coaches. And it was a lot of work. It was a lot of effort. I had to send messages. I was being ghosted and I would have to like send follow-ups. Like I was just sending messages, spraying and praying, hoping that someone would see my training videos and think, yeah, this girl has something that she could teach my team. And my business, it took a long time to build. Like it took me it probably took a year and a half to get up to 5 figures a month. And then once you learn the formula of how to build a following online and how to authentically get people to come to you, it was within 6 months I was able, yeah, it would have been actually 5 months, sorry, I was able to 6 times my revenue from there. So this is important stuff. Okay, so surprise, you have limiting beliefs about making money. We all have them. These are beliefs about how much we deserve to make and how much effort it will take to get there. Also, this idea that making money is hard, right? This is really something that's important to unravel first before we talk about any actionable steps. It's not something to be ashamed of or to think that only poor people struggle with this. It's part of what we've downloaded as kids. So here's what happens when we're being raised. Think of it as like your parents' brain is like a computer, and you download everything that they believe. So, it could be your mom saying like, there'll never be enough, or your dad saying, we don't like rich people. Stuff like that. Those ideas, whatever they are, get implanted in your brain, good or bad. Or if my dad was an entrepreneur, and he always said, like, stick me in the desert, take everything away, and I'll be able to make my fortune back. Like, that was his mentality. And that was one of the ideas, like, I downloaded as a kid. I also had other things coming in too about there's not enough money, we have a lot of bills, all this stuff. So there's going to be a mix for everyone, right? These ideas get programmed in, and we have to be aware of them. Or there'll be an unconscious roadblock it's operating in your background system. So your unconscious beliefs about money are downloaded into this operating system. Think about your brain as a computer. And this is where all your important decisions are made. But if these thoughts are running in on autopilot, it's going to steer you without you even knowing. It steers you on autopilot when those thoughts and beliefs are there. So they get programmed in, and we have to be aware of them because they will hold us back. So I call this like resistance. So if you're going to try to make a decision about your business, let's say it's like about investing money in your business. I had this the first time I made my first investment into a mastermind, where I was like, oh, like, Ashley, you should save that money. You shouldn't spend it. You should just do it yourself. And that was actually my subconscious talking, and because I had heard in the back of my mind, my parents say, there's not enough, right? That voice is what was actually doing the talking. And when really slowing down to examine, what are my thoughts around this? What do I have? What am I gonna really believe? What's true and what's not? When I really put all the facts on the table, was it really true that there wasn't enough and that I couldn't invest in my business? Well, the truthful answer was, if things went awry, and let's say that 6 months I had invested in myself in that mastermind, it produced nothing, and let's say I really learned nothing, then I had enough with what my husband was making that I could cut back on, that it wasn't going to be, it's not that we didn't have enough. There was really something else going on that was stopping me from making that decision. So this is a really important concept, because when it comes to money and when it comes to inviting, there is something else at play here with our thoughts. So before I go into this, I just want to explain one other thing that may be happening too. So I had an uncle once that I wanted to do my knife demonstration to. And I remember he replied back to me, yeah, I don't really want to see your demonstration. Can we just go for a beer or something instead? That became the voice every time I went into a sale after that, because I thought nobody wanted to see what I had to offer. So I had to work through that block, because that's just not true. Like, that was just how he felt. That doesn't mean that everyone else feels like that too. So it's sort of this ability to be able to not apply that exact same belief to everyone else from then on. Like that doesn't make sense, right? That one person does one thing and then we're going to apply that to every single person we know. That's the importance of this, because we will unconsciously do that operating system. That's how it works if we do not catch it, and if we're unaware of it. So what would your life be like if you were earning 6 figures as an online coach? And you can scribble down the answer here if you want. What would change? I'm not talking about the ideal situation here. I just want you to go with like that visceral reaction. What do you think would be the case? Would you be working more? Would it be hard? Would you have to work all day and night? Would your spouse pat you on the back or be jealous? Would you be spending less time with your kids, and would they think like, oh, she's always on her phone? Like, what is that real reaction then when you think about what would it be like to be earning six figures? So this is an important topic here. I'm just going to pull up and see. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Okay. Everything for my family. We'd have time for each other. My husband would be proud and could quit his job. Awesome. So guys, here's the thing. If you have any, like, I know when I thought about making six figures, I thought it was going to be stressful. I thought I would have to work more, and I thought I would always have to be banging down doors, right? So that is something important to catch first, because if you don't catch that, then you're going to go into this already setting yourself up for disappointment. The truth is, when you start earning six figures, like, life will become easier if you allow it to be. Making money is not hard. The formula is easy to follow. So those are some of the things that I have learned in this process, but definitely going into it, those were some of the things that were holding me back. So guys, we're going to get into the 4-part inviting formula. How to authentically get people to come to you. So this is the formula I created and do on a regular basis. This is the stuff I paid for in masterminds, and I learned from 7-figure coaches. It's stuff that I read in books and did in different training, and stuff that I learned through pure trial and error, stuff that you won't find anywhere, reading anywhere. So I'm going to start slow and just share each part of this formula to really give you an idea of how this is going to work. Okay, so the first one is step 1 in the 4-part inviting formula is don't pop out of the bushes like stalkers do. So, you know, the scariest encounters are people that just like pop out of the bushes. Like, you're going for a walk, you're going along your typical route, and you didn't even know that that person was there or watching you, and all of a sudden they just come out of nowhere. And you sort of like go into this like fight or flight response, right? You know what comes across as way, way more authentic is actually being on the same street as someone and passing by a few times, like you see them a couple of times before you dive into deep conversation with them, right? So maybe the first time you wave, maybe the second time you say hi, maybe the third time you talk to them. So if you want to authentically build connections, then you better know how to open the conversation, because you have to know how to open to know how to close. And the thing is, with the way that a lot of coaches are taught, they're taught to just start firing off hey girl messages. This is like one of the things that causes people to feel really like, I don't know why that this person's messaging me. I get those messages all the time, and the first thing I do is delete them. Like any, you know, conversations from people I've never spoken to before. They have over 5,000 friends. Like, you can just tell that that is what they do, rinse and repeat. So if you want to authentically build connections, you better know how to open that conversation. So I want to give you guys this example. This is an Instagram feed here, and this is how you're being judged right now, right? Is your feed, your social media. That's how people find you. It's just like online dating. They will look at your profile and decide, is this my person or not? Within 5 seconds, I know I like her. Now, this is Audrey Quinalty, and I spend a lot of time on social. I spend a lot of time working with social sellers. And, you know, some of them will have big claims about what they do. Some offer, and some of them will seem very authentic. Some of them won't. And you get this like instant reaction when you see someone's feed. And this is what we're talking about here when like this idea of like just sending a hey girl message, popping out of the bushes versus like someone's also going to do their research on you, right? If they get a message from you, they're going to do their research and decide, do I like this person or not? So your feed needs to be done in a certain way that it's going to build rapport with the people that you actually want to be working with. And here's how you're going to do that. So this is all about how do you open a conversation, or more so open a relationship so you never need to close. Because I don't think a relationship just starts when you send a hey girl message. You're not building any rapport and you're scaring people off. So the first question they're going to ask is, would I want your life? Instantly. They're going to look at your social media feed and they're going to decide. And if we go back to Audrey for a second, like I love what she's got going on. You know, like I know that she like does makeup, like that's one of her things. I know that she has like besties that she works with. I know she does a lot of stuff at home with her kids, and I know she does do-it-herself activities. So would I want her life? Yeah, I think she does cool stuff and I'm into it. So that's all about the lighting, the colors, and the themes that you talk about in your social media feed. That is how you open the conversation. It's not with words. Second thing is, do we like the same things? So when I look at Audrey's profile, I'm looking at, do we have the same values? Do we have the similarities? Is she me at like the 2.0 version in a way, right? Like a different version of me that has excelled in some way at things. Like, are there things that I would sort of want? So when I look at the values and similarities, I know family is really important to her. I know that, you know, she has this like relaxed, laid back lifestyle, playing with her kids all the time. And like, I love her makeup skills. She's always doing tutorials. So yeah, like me 2.0, that's what I want my makeup skill level to be. So I know that I like her and we like the same things. Lastly, do you look Instagram worthy? This isn't about like how you appear in your look, but it's about, does that person look legit? Do they look like they're playing big? Do you know what they do? This is a problem with a lot of coaches. Like if you go to their social media feeds, you have no idea what they actually do. It doesn't really look legit. Like a lot of pictures are taken in like dark corners without the right lighting. It's simple, like ring light, being by the window when you're taking pictures. Like it needs to look professional, and like you're living up to your potential. Like it has to be, when I say Instagram worthy, that's on Facebook, that's on Instagram, that's everywhere, right? So that is step number one. Step number two is don't weird out your internet stranger friends, okay? So I don't know if you guys have seen, I'm assuming you have, because I feel like everyone should see this movie, I Love You, Man. This is about a guy, friendless Peter Clavin, goes on a series of mandates to find a best man for his wedding. He learns how to create an Insta bond with a new BFF. So here's the thing, you've got to learn how to not be awkward with your internet stranger friends, okay? So what that means is that if you want people to be drawn to you, then you better know how to build solid virtual commonalities with them. So we've got the first step that we talked about here is you've got to know how to open, which is all about your social media feed. Like that opens the conversation before you have any dialogue with them. And then step number two is once you are bringing people in, like your feed looks good, people are interested in your pictures, what you're saying, all that stuff, you have to know how to take it from we're internet stranger friends to like we actually are building a bond together and I feel like I have commonalities with this person. So this actually all comes down to the same things that we learn and practice in social distancing. These are the same set of guidelines. When you have people that are attracted to your feed and you're putting yourself out there, these are the things that you need to do. So I think about it like, how has life changed since we've been social distancing and quarantining ourselves? Well, you're going to keep your friends up to date with how you're doing. right? Like I talk to my family and friends a lot more now than I did before. And so some of the lessons here are obviously we send probably more so texts or FaceTimes to our family, but this same goes when you're building commonalities with people on the internet is that you need to be on stories and showing the behind the scenes of what you're doing and what's going on as you would keep your friends up to date, right? It's the same with like video chats, getting on FaceTime with your family. So this is going to apply to getting on and doing Facebook Lives. Like that's how people get to know you is they constantly see you, they like what you're talking about, they even like you more now that they hear what you're saying, they can relate to it, and you start to build a relationship. It's going to be the same with Instagram Lives. And here's the thing, I hear from people all the time, they're like super worried about what other people think. Dude, if you don't like me, I probably won't like you either. So that's cool. Let's just cut it off here. Like I don't need to invest any more time in that. I'm only looking for the people that are looking for me. So that is the same for you. Why would you let somebody like some internet troll out there who doesn't like what you're doing defer you from living your life? Like I hear that from coaches that they don't want to put themselves out there because they're worried about what other people think. Guess what? They aren't your people. Move on to the next. There are plenty of people that want to be in your company just the way you are. That is who you're trying to help, no one else. Ask them if they need anything, right? Again, social distancing 101. This is all about, right now, we're asking my in-laws to help get us groceries. We were out of the province for a little vacation there. So they're helping us. They're always checking in with us. What do you need, right? This is all about providing your audience with shopping lists. Like, you could be providing what are the best things to throw in your pantry during the quarantine, right? So you don't run out of things. What are the best things that you should have? Recipes for their picky kids, at-home workouts, like all of these things. Like it's this dialogue between asking your community what they need and then being able to provide them with those things that they desperately desire and want. Be your unapologetically real self. As I said, like some people feel like they have to hide, they can't fully be themselves. People see through that. So if you want people to be authentically attracted to you, you better show up authentically too. Because otherwise, like there's all these mixed messages and mixed signals going on. It's never really going to be down to it and to the point. So if you're at home sipping quarantinis, eating all your quarantine snacks, and you're out of toilet paper, I want to hear about it. Those are the things that I want to hear about. Don't try to create this, like, it doesn't have to be a picture perfect, like, life of what's going on. Here's the difference here is that your social media feed needs to pull people in. It needs to get their attention, but they still need to know who you are and what you do and what you're all about. So stop using, this is one other thing here, stop using that hey girl pickup line. I want you to think about this for a second. When's the last time you said like, hey girl, to like your sister, your bestie, someone you were really close with? Never. It's like this blanket statement that you just throw out there that really has no affectionate meaning. The sweetest words that someone can hear, it's actually their name, right? So it's about using their name, building commonalities, and this is like commenting on their stories, like meeting them where they're at. This isn't about you inviting them to join anything when you've never had a conversation before. So start having more conversations that start with them. This is being engaged in their life. So again, they're going to do that check. Do we check out on social? Do I like what they're putting out there? And then as you start to see more of what's going on in their life, instead of being like, hey, I saw you watching my stories. Because guys, like, I'm going to be honest, that's really creepy. Like, it's not an effective sales strategy. What's way more effective is if you're watching my stories and you say, hey, Ashley, I see that you did a Lift 4 workout today or whatever it is, right? That's awesome. I love Lift 4. That is way more enticing. I like you more by that happening than saying, hey, like someone coming to me and being like, hey, I saw you watching my stories. Like, Don't be creepy. That's creepy. So step number 3, don't run at people with hashtag all the solution scissors. So this is a mistake I see being made all the time. If you want people to open up to you, then you better know how to cultivate trust and real relationships. Nobody wants your solution if they don't even know who you are. Like, that's just the truth of it, because everyone's got their guard up that there's a ton of people out there trying to sell stuff already, and they're bombarded by the like, hey pretty lady messages and the hey girl messages. So in order to really get people to want to open up to what you have to offer, you need to know how to cultivate trust and cultivate these really good real relationships. So when people see you and they see you as an authority, they open up to you about their biggest challenges. And how people will start to see you as an authority is through various things that you offer, right? Like, do you offer freebies? Do you put out those things we talked about, like the shopping lists, and here's like 14 days to try out this workout at home. I've been doing it. I love it. That sort of idea, right? Like, think about it. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had this scenario where someone comes to you, you tell them that you're a health coach, and they want to open up about the challenges that they're going through. Whenever I would tell someone I was a personal trainer, they open up about like their deepest, darkest desires. They trust me, they feel like I'm an authority and that I can help them. So you need to bring that across and portray that online, that you're an authority. And the way that you do that is you have to bring value and be able to cultivate these real relationships. So the best way to do this, Facebook groups are a really great way to build deeper relationships with your community without being creepy, and build authority where people see you as an expert. When you have a group, not only is it better for the algorithm, like it's going to show up higher than business pages and all those things like that, but you have the ability to survey your audience, to get more information, to go live. Like, I started with an audience of 0 people. And I've worked at it, and now I have a coach group of 4,500 people. Like, I'm teaching you guys this stuff because I know this stuff works, and it will help you build a following and build your community. And I'm not gonna lie, if there's people in that Facebook group that don't fit, like they're not ideal coaches for me, I take them out. I don't want them to stink up the space and the energy that I'm trying to cultivate. So Facebook groups are a really great way to showcase your value, to bring the real conversations to the forefront, and actually help the people that you want to help. Facebook groups are the best place to survey the audience and really learn about your ideal customers. So you can see that authenticity really comes from knowing your ideal customers. It's not guessing, it's not spraying and praying and hoping that you get the answer right. It's really knowing them so well that you know them better than they know themselves. So the pro tips here are, when you start a free community, you want to ask 2 questions when they join your free Facebook group. The first one you want to ask is, what's the biggest challenge that you're facing right now? And what's your email address? Guys, these are the 2 most important questions, because whenever you're thinking about, oh, like, I wonder what I should do for next month's challenge group, or I wonder, like maybe you're just getting into sending emails, I wonder what email I should be sending out. Like, you're going to start to know exactly what you should be sending when you ask these questions. Like, stop guessing and wasting time. Get the intel right from your group. I know I posted in Business Bootcamp the other day, which all you guys would be familiar with. Someone asked for a quarantine plan, like a posting plan. Like, I got that from you guys. That's what you wanted. And when I put that up, like, everyone went crazy for it. Like, that's not a mistake. I need to know from you guys what you want. The same with you. You need to know what your clients want. Like, don't be guessing that they want, like 10 workouts to do from home. Ask them. Maybe the shopping list or the recipes, that's more important. Everyone's group is a bit different, but don't spray and pray here and just guess at it. Get the real answers, because it's a big investment of time to produce all this content and not know exactly. The email list, we're going to talk about that next, why that's so important. So step number 4 in the inviting formula, don't plan a slow drive-by. What I mean by that is, don't plan your business around, I'm just going to spray and pray and send out a ton of hey girl messages and really, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that that approach works. One, you're never going to be able to automate that process. Like, and once you start putting like, you get more clients, you start helping more people, you're going to need to automate. Like, that's just the nature of the business. So it's the addition versus multiplication. You've got to get into the mindset that this is going to be a process that exponentially grows. So you want to build something that has a system on autopilot. So if you want people to join your challenge groups, then you better know what actual problems they have and how to actually solve them. So social media is a very noisy place to have a conversation. When we look at these social media rates, some stats on social here, if you post something on social media and Instagram, it's a 2 to 6% delivery rate. So what that means, if we do the math, is that if you have, let's say, 2,000 friends, when you post something, 40 of them may see your post, and let's say it's a 20% conversion or reaction rate, 8 reactions to that post. It's a lot of work to get 8 people reacting. Let me tell you about email. And this is why I say start collecting emails right away. When you have a list, let's say you have the same number of people, 2,000 people on that list, emails automatically have an open rate of 20%. So you go from social media 2 to 6% to emails at 20%. Right there, you're already winning just by collecting emails. And then if we use those same numbers, that you get a 20% conversion rate or reaction rate, 400 people open your email, you get 80 reactions. So if there's one thing that you take away from today, that is it. The email is your best bang for your buck. If you're not sending emails in your business, you are missing a ton of opportunity. If you are just like playing one-dimensional, stuck on social, that's all you do, you will work yourself to the bone and not be able to produce a consistent income. How to produce a consistent income and with taking into mind all the steps we're talking about, social media is your feeder system. It gets people in your network. They decide if they like you. Then you want to get them into your free group so you can wow them. You can provide all this authority, show them their value. Then you need to get them on your email list, because more people open emails than are ever going to see you on social media. So when it comes to emails, I want to talk about a couple of really, really important things. I get asked all the time, what do I do with my emails? What should they be about? All these sorts of questions. So I'm going to give you some pro tips super quick here. Headlines determine if people will even open your email. So before you start actually worrying about all the content in the email, you better know how to come up with headlines that people will actually open, because all that time is wasted if you don't have people opening it. Basic headlines 101, people are going to open about 20% depending on how big your list is. That's average, but obviously there's a huge bang for your buck and a huge impact you can make if you get that open rate higher. Know the problems your audience has and solve them. That is what your emails are about. So you're going to reach a lot more people through email. It's a much more intimate space. People are used to checking their email. If I go onto social media, I have no way to just go and check your posts. It's all done by the algorithm. Whatever comes up for me is what I'll see, and that's it, right? So the more that you're moving towards like having this email funnel in place, the more that you're going to start to speak to the problems your audience has. And what you're doing through your emails is you're actually uncovering their limiting beliefs, and you're starting to move them towards how you can solve them. That's like the best headlines, like, like, I don't have time, said every mom ever. Like, I'm going to open that email because I'm interested in what you have to say, because I definitely believe I don't have time. Then I'm going to read your email and see how I can get a workout in 20 minutes. That's what email is about. That's how you get email lists that help you convert clients. You start to break down those limiting beliefs. Have a strategy behind the emails you send. Don't just spray and pray and hope that your emails are effective. You want to have a strategy behind the types of emails that you're sending and who your ideal customers are. So a strategy might be that you're working on, let's say your program launch is 10 rounds. Well, the people that are typically interested in something like 10 rounds might be moms that really want to get into great shape, moms that can't leave the house right now. And they might be people that are really athletic and they love to like take out their like working out is a release to them because the kicking and punching and all that sort of stuff. So that is how you're going to create a strategy around the emails that you send. You're going to hit on all those key points in your emails leading up to launching 10 rounds. Email is not just like send a bunch of emails and hope for the best. It's really about having a strategy behind what you're sending when. So pro tips here are send emails once a week, minimum. You've got to be consistently in their inbox. Don't take it personal when somebody unsubscribes. I actually take it as a blessing in disguise. I would way rather not have somebody on my email list that I'm paying for if they're not that into me. That's totally cool. So take that as a blessing. Always have a call to action, even if it's just a PS at the bottom of your email. Tell them what you want them to do. Use an email service provider. Don't use Gmail. You definitely want to be using something more professional, something that you're not, like if you use any of the email service providers, I like ConvertKit, that's the one I use. MailChimp is okay, but ConvertKit is much more professional. You do need like a legit name though, but your delivery rates become higher because you're legit. Resend to non-openers. That is something that you can definitely do with an email service provider as well. A lot of people just miss your email. You're going to change the headline. You're going to resend that email. Emails take a lot of work to craft, so don't waste that opportunity to get in front of your people. Make sure that you resend to non-openers. So make the decision today to never spray and pray again. Don't go out and just blast stuff on social media and hope for the best. Make sure that you have a strategy. You'll be consistently inviting multiple people through social, your Facebook group, and email, where at the foundation of everything that I've just talked to you about with inviting, the foundation is knowing exactly what your customer needs and how you can help them. If you know those things, you will never spray and pray and like, hey girl, hustle people out of ever wanting to talk to you again, right? It's a much more authentic and consistent way to put this stuff on autopilot for yourself. So I'm curious to know, when you think about it, what does your current inviting formula look like? How do you go about it now? Are you somebody that does the hey girl hustle and hopes for the best? Or are you somebody that actually has a process? This is how I attract people and this is how I convert them in my funnel. Because you really want to get clear on that inviting formula for anything to be repeatable and for you to actually craft different parts of that inviting formula. You need to know what that customer journey is. And like, for example, with how many messages you're sending out, how many people are actually converting? Like, you need to know those things in order to improve any of it. Otherwise, you're spraying and praying, you're hoping for the best, and you're never going to know what's working in your business. So this is what a sales funnel looks like. You don't just send messages and people decide to buy from you. That's not how a sales funnel works. People need to become aware of you. That's where your social media posts come into play. They need to be interested in you. That's where your value comes from, having a freebie, having things you're offering. Then you're sending them emails, right? They get into your group, they start to like and trust you, they take this interest in you. They make a decision when you put offers in front of them through your email if they want to work with you, and then they take action. People will not just pull out their credit card the first time they see you and you send them a hey girl message. It's not an effective strategy. You want to think about the different layers of the funnel process so that you can build those into your strategy. It's simply not enough just to hey girl message people and hope that that's going to build a six-figure business. It's not the way that things work anymore. This used to work in the past. There's no doubt about that, but the algorithms and the sheer volume of coaches out there and people in the health and fitness industry has definitely changed. You have to have a strategy in addition to really doing something different. If you want different results, you have to do something different. And the most effective approach to converting leads is to build a process that automatically brands you. It supplies worth to your prospects, it follows up with them, and it sorts out the uninterested people. You don't want to spend all your time hey-girling uninterested people. It's definitely not an effective use of your time. So guys, it's your time. Why did you show up today? I want you guys to think about that for a second. What was it that you really wanted to change today and make different in your business? That is really, really an important question to be able to answer. If you are looking for like a different process to get people into your funnel and to authentically warm them up, this is to help you see what's actually possible when you go through this difference in process and you change your mindset around it. The obvious question is now, how do I actually apply this in my coaching business right now? Because I've taught you guys a lot of different things today. The 4-part inviting formula is something that you can implement right away. And so option 1 is, of course, the long bumpy road. The question, or that long bumpy road that you sort of think about, are we there yet, right? If you have this this mindset, I can just take the long bumpy "are we there yet" road, and I have plenty of time. Trial and error does work. It's frustrating and it's confusing, and a lot of people will quit before, and that's the problem. Even if you have a lot of time, are you actually going to make it to the end, or will you be one of those people that quits before you even get there? If you send enough proposals or send enough "hey girl" messages, eventually you'll get there. You'll master the stuff. If you read enough books, you'll figure it out in your own time. So that's one option for you. Option 2 is the simple strategic way. This is about streamlining your efforts and making sure you're doing the things only you can do. This is working and training and using done-for-you solutions that will be much faster than doing this all on your own, and eliminate that learning curve so that you can start generating money for your coaching business as soon as possible. This is not taking any detours. It's getting a strategy in place right away that helps you cut out all the excuses why you shouldn't be doing this right now. So this is where the done for you marketing funnel comes into play. It's the fastest way to transition from hey girl hustling while trying to convert crappy cold leads to becoming an authentic attraction magnet with clients that can't stop buying from you. And the principles that I teach you through this marketing funnel that I've created, the done for you marketing funnel, will help you get to 6 figures in your coaching business much, much faster than doing this on your own and struggling to figure out all these steps. Like, what do I send in an email? What do I post on social? How do I create a freebie? In the done for you marketing funnel, you're going to get complete A to Z templates from building an inviting funnel right from start to finish. Everything from those social media posts to your freebies, to your emails, to what to put in your Facebook groups. Whether you're an advanced coach or just getting started, this takes any of the analysis paralysis off the table. So I'm not sure if you guys have met Bria before. Bria is someone that I've worked with quite closely ever since the beginning of my time that I started working with coaches. She's a 4-time elite top influencer, creator of the She community, and she's an 8-star diamond with Beachbody. So Bria had put together just a couple of words for you guys, just on a couple of the things that she has learned from the training that her and I have done. So I'm just gonna, sorry, just bear with me. I don't need you guys to have to, let's see here if this is gonna play for us. It may not, we'll have to see here.
Hey, so my name is Bria Ethanson, and I have been running an online business for 7 years now. And it's funny because it used to be that I could connect with people through social media all the time. But a couple years ago, I started to see how things were changing in the algorithms of the different social media platforms. And I knew that something had to change. But I was not well versed in marketing. I didn't know, like, my philosophy degree wasn't applying for my marketing needs. There was so much I didn't know about the world of marketing. I knew I had to make that move, but there were so many confusing things. What do I write in an email for the copy? How do I do it? How do I put it together? What kind of freebie do I give people? And that was when I got to connect with Ashley. And Ashley Shaw's stuff has been an incredible guideline for me to learn how to use this and also supplement what I'm doing and really just provide me with great language that are going to create emails and freebies that people want to open up for. It's been a game changer for my business. Now I send out and collect emails all the time with freebies. I send out regular emails, and my business works so much more seamlessly with much less effort than it once did.
So I wanted to share that because I think sometimes it's just easier to hear it from someone else that how the done for you products, how they help make it super easy. So as part of the done for you marketing funnel that I create for Beachbody coaches, here's what you get. You get super easy to digest digital monthly templates. So I cover social media, like what you should actually post on social, freebies, what to put in Facebook groups, and emails. The whole thing is available instantly every month, 7 days before the month starts. So it's not like strip it on week by week. It's all made for you there, and it's a funnel business in a box to make it super easy for you. You get live Q&A calls with me every Monday in Social Selling Mastery, and you're going to learn too much. Even if you don't have a question, you just show up and listen, and I cover question and answer sessions to help guide you along your journey as a coach. There's also a brand new tech tip library. So this is a setup for how to actually get in ConvertKit and set up your email list, how to get the freebie loaded in so that it's sending, how to do all of that stuff. That's something that we've just added to help you get all the tools set up and into place. You're also going to get access to the private Facebook group Social Selling Mastery, which is a members only section to help you. So this is just a snapshot of actually some of the things inside the done for you marketing funnel. Done for you social media template. So I always get asked by people, what do these actually look like? How do you actually help people? So every day in the month, you get a social media template with an example of what the instructions are, and then an actual post that you can tweak as much or as little as you like. You use your own images. And then this helps you stay really, really consistent. It helps you stay front of mind. A lot of coaches don't post because they don't know what to say, and they don't make time to come up with what to say. But as we just looked at, this is the top of your funnel. So you need to be constantly having social media posts out there in order to build a business and attract people. The second thing is every month you get beautifully designed value-packed freebies. So we create all these for you. 12 things you can do to get a body like JLo, that was last month. And then this is another example, 10 healthy crockpot recipes to warm the soul. So these are all done on Canva for you. And then you can edit them, put your own information, customize them as much or as little as you like. Then we have carefully crafted email templates with calls to action. So you get 4 emails a month, and we give you everything that you need to say. You can obviously tweak it. We have calls to action in there lined up with what Beachbody is offering, but they're not so much that you can't tweak it to whatever program you're currently offering. Maybe you're doing 2B Mindset, maybe you're doing something else like the monthly fix. You can just easily tweak that out if you're not doing, for example, 10 rounds right now, but we give you the emails. There's no reason why you won't be consistent in sending your emails with all the templates given to you. Then we have curated Facebook group posts. So these can go into your challenge groups, Or if you're running a free group, which if you're not, you definitely should. This is a way to build community. This is going to give you exactly what you can put in that group. You get images to go along with it. So it makes it really easy. Again, we give you an example of what the post could be about. So if you're more advanced, you want to write your own, cool, just use that part of the template. And if you want something done for you that's already written, then you get that post as well. And then we also provide you with monthly professional stock photos. All the photos are taken actually by a Beachbody coach. So she knows exactly what you're looking for, how to make sure the color scheme and different things like that are on point, and how to give you lots of images so that you're not just using like crappy dark images. It makes your feed really pop. So what you'll get with this plan is you're gonna get more authentic engagement. When you have done for you content that is written by a copywriter, you will get more engagement. Absolute consistency, because everything is done for you. There's no reason why the email didn't go out last week or a freebie didn't get made. Like 7 days before the month starts, there it is for you. You'll get a proven sales funnel. These are the steps that every inviting formula should have. All the pieces are included there. You'll have 10 times more confidence in yourself and the future of your coaching business because you actually have a plan, a system that runs on autopilot, and 40 hours back in your life per month. Like that's the trade-off here of spending 40 hours doing all of this or having someone else do it for you. So what's the investment? Well, so first of all, when it comes to the value that's in this, I just want to explain where this comes from. So when everything that I've learned in this program that I put together is actually from a mastermind that I invested in called the Accelerator Mastermind with Rick Mulready. And that's what I've applied in the Done For You marketing funnel. And of course, I've charged it up and I've simplified it because I'm a sucker for simplicity. And I've added my copywriting skill set to every piece of the funnel that you're working with. And then I've scraped away anything that didn't work for me and what actually worked to help me go from 0 clients to 2,600 clients, and what works best in the fitness industry as well. So that investment for me was $1,875 per month for 12 months. That's where all the info came from, and that's what I paid to get it. Now, obviously, that's not what I would charge you guys for it. I want this to be simple and affordable for you. So, you know, $1,000, get it all and learn how to do this. Sure, you could do that too. Whether you're earning $20 or $5,000 a month, though, I really want to make this affordable for everyone. And it's jam-packed with value. So $397 is like when you add up all the things that, you know, all the pieces on a monthly basis that are in this, that would be like the total value of like if you were to just buy that from someone, not customized for Beachbody. So the marketing funnel works in 2 ways. You can, in joining today on the marketing funnel, it's a monthly plan where you get all your content done for you. If you just want posts, it's $47 per month, and you could do it that way. Or you can get it for $147 per month and get everything. Freebies, emails, challenge group posts, done for you social media posts. So when you go to ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonuses, it's actually ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus, not bonuses, sorry, not plural. Then you'll be able to get that. I've included some extra bonuses in this plan, but for the first 100 people that join the 147 membership, you're actually going to get it for $100 for your first month. And it's money back guarantee, and it's 30 days risk-free. So as long as you use the material, if you don't gain 1 client, then I'll give you completely your money back. That's how confident I am in this plan. You've got to use the material, obviously, though, right? Like, can't just do a drive-by and like, you know, look at all the material and then say, oh, it didn't work for me. Like, I'm all about accountability. You've got to use all the pieces of content. You've got to show me you use them. Then you get a money back guarantee, and it's a no commitment plan. So here are some of the bonuses that on doing this call with you guys today that I'm going to be also including when you guys join. So you're going to get training with Trish Taylor, who is a stylist. She used to work with Ariana Grande, Kerry Washington. She's a stylist of the stars. She's going to do a live training in social selling mastery with the group, how to slow the scroll. So this is all about your colors, all about how to pick out your branding and how to pop out on social. And she's going to pick one person to do a little mini makeover with. So working with Trish is going to be a huge improvement to your social media feed. Now this is all these bonuses are for the 147 membership, not the 47. The other fast action bonus is you're going to get a tech setup library. So these are all the videos you're going to need on how to get all the tech set up around your marketing. So why trust me help you build a done for you marketing funnel? Really good question. I would never buy anything without hearing what other people have to say. That's just, you know, I truly believe that I want to hear how other people's experience was. And so these are some of the things that some of the coaches that have worked with me have said. Sharon, she said, this has to be the best money I've ever spent. Since I started this 30-day done for you posting plan, I hit Success Club 14, not to mention how easy it is when the work is done for you. It gave me time to focus on the follow-ups. That's one thing I hear from a lot of coaches is like, what's awesome is the time and the anxiety dissipates of like having to do all these things for yourself. It becomes really easy when you don't have to think of all these things and create all the content. You can just focus on building up the business. And then we have Susie down here. She said, do the work. I mean, it's done for you. It must be something about day 3 for me whenever Ashley Shaw is involved. I did her done for you plan and got 2 challengers directly because of it. That I for sure know by day 6. And this morning I woke up to another person asking me to get in on this journey. Do the work. I mean, it's given to you and see results. Easy peasy. So guys, I really want you to feel confident that in making this investment right now with this timing, there's 2 things I want you to think about. Right now, online business has never been such a hot topic. Like obviously there's a lot going on in the world and people are really looking for hope and a solution to how they can change their life, because the world will never be the same after what is happening right now and how fragile our economy is. And the number of posts that I've seen in different Facebook groups like Women Helping Women, and people asking for like, what are you guys doing to make money online? How does this work? Like you are swimming with the current with what you do. As a coach, like this is the time to help people get started on their journey. I also understand that I have a big responsibility on my hands. Like money is very important, and it's something that if you invest in something, you want to make sure it works. And that's why I have a money back guarantee with this, is that by you entrusting me to help you grow your business, I understand how important that is and how much all of those dollars mean. So I want you to feel confident that this is a no risk situation. You can bet on yourself. You can bet on me and creating those templates for you. And you can actually put yourself in a position to grow your business, especially where the timing is, it's really perfect for you to be growing an online business. So that's why I have the money back guarantee. And that's why I want to reward those people that are taking action right away. So when you use the code FAST ACTION, then you will get $47 off your first month as a done for you member. So use that code. You go to ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus and use the code FAST ACTION. This is where you can go. I'm just going to check that bonus for you guys to make sure that I know where this is. Sorry, I just don't like when things are unclear, and I want to make sure that I give you guys the right information. Yeah, it's just bonus. It's not bonuses, I believe. And then use the code FAST ACTION. So there it is here. You're going to go to this page, and this is going to line it up for you and show you what you guys need to do. So FAST ACTION, first 100 people are going to be able to get $47 off your first month. The other thing I'll just mention is this membership is closing as of the 2nd of April. And these these bonuses will not be continuing. So you guys have to decide if you want to do this and make the decision, and then decide to go all in. This is about taking action now. That's why the first 100 people are going to get that $47 off. Okay, I feel like I've been doing a ton of talking and not necessarily answering all the questions. Okay, so I'm going to try to answer all the questions here without going. Okay, so this is email. Okay. Thoughts on Flowdesk. I haven't used Flowdesk. I really like ConvertKit just for emails. Yeah, okay. Stopping the Hey Girl craze. I love you guys. Thank you for being on the same page. I love it. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right, perfect. Email service I use again is ConvertKit. What if you already get the monthly marketing plan? If you're already on the monthly marketing plan, we've just renamed it, so you're going to get all these bonuses either way. So cool. Thanks for jumping on and doing the training. We'll make sure that you get all the bonuses for being a part of the call. How do you stand out on your own? Okay, if you're using Done For You with similar captions. Okay, so what you're going to do there is that this is really about a process of, one, everyone's using their own images. The more that you get to know your ideal customers, the more you have to tweak the language, right? So that is something that everyone has to lean into. There's actually one other bonus that you guys will see when you go to the page that I didn't mention in the PowerPoint. I'm going to do an ideal customer workshop with you. So I'm going to teach you all the words and the things that you need to do differently so that you can make everything your own and really be speaking to your customers. That's something that, it's really important that you're able to identify that in your audience and you're able to make that, that difference. So an ideal customer workshop is also going to be included in that. How long do you need to stay as members? There's no commitment. So when you join, let's say you just want to do the first month for $100 and then you're like, okay, I just want to try it out. Then you can totally do that. I don't like, it's not that I don't believe in commitment. I do, because I think it takes commitment to get to where you want to go in your business. But I believe that I don't need to give you guys another reason to feel like trapped. I want you to feel like I got this material, I feel empowered, and I'm going to stay and keep doing it. So you would just, let's say you did the first month and then something changed, then you would be able to just email our team and let them know. We have Katrina and Anne that are always available. You can email Ashley at ashleyshaw.ca and we'll help you out and get that solved for you. You hope this is available another time, doing several Done For Yous. A flat rate for the year. That's something that we currently don't have, but if you're super interested in that, just email us and I'll make sure that you get a copy of that as well. Is the April posting plan relevant with every? Yes. Okay, the posting plan right now is super relevant. Okay, so what we did this month for April is we did a quarantine posting plan. If you're one of those people that, let's say you already bought the quarantine posting plan, you're gonna get a different plan in place of it if you decide to sign up for the Done For You marketing funnel. We'll give you another plan instead, but that's just for the people that have already bought the quarantine plan. The quarantine plan is April's plan. So it's all about how to connect with your people when they're stuck at home, how to get people to want to dive into workouts, how to get them on the 14-day trial. I know, like, this is another reason why coaches, this is like the best time for you to get started, is that there have never been more people on BOD, which is like incredible, right? Like, it's perfect timing for you to be talking about what you're doing, how you're getting results, all those sorts of things. So it's super relevant. And our freebies this month, we're actually going to give away 2. We usually give away 1 each month, but I felt really strongly about making sure you guys are really, really set up for success this month. With everything going on, you're going to get a bonus on the survival items for your pantry. So when you go grocery shopping, what you need to make sure that you have. And then we're doing 10 easy meals for picky eaters, like picky kids. So, because we obviously, like, everyone still wants to eat healthy. They want sort of this meal plan idea. So it's going to give them 10 different meals that they can make that are healthy, but are easy, and keeps everyone on track and the family on track. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate that. Do you, oh, so Melinda, it is a month-to-month option, really. Like the membership will continue if you don't cancel it, but you're not locked in at all. Like you can just let us know. We also do a lot of holds. Here's the thing, because the membership closes April 2nd, we're not going to be opening it up for at least 3 months. I'm going to tell you guys the reason why behind that. I've spent a lot of months, like, you know, talking about, oh, like, let's get new members in, let's do this, let's get the word out. I just want to focus on the members in the group. There comes a time and a place where, especially the timing right now, it's really, really important to me that I am not distracted with launching and doing all those other things. The people in the group right now are the ones that it's my responsibility to make sure, like, that you guys are successful. I'm responsible to you, not for you. But what that means is that I want to be so present in those groups. I don't want to be distracted with talking about the monthly marketing package and going through that every month with the beginning of the month end and close. There's a lot of work that goes into that, right? With emails and sales page, all that sort of stuff. So that's why the membership is closing April 2nd. I don't know when it will open again, but all the bonuses, in order to get those, you have to sign up before April 2nd. So, okay, I've bought a few done for you. Packages are amazing. I bought the 147 package last week. Yes, you will have access to the done for you quarantine plan and the tech library. Yeah, you'll get all the bonuses. There's a great quarantine plan she provided in the course. Great content. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love all of this. I just signed up this morning for the done for you plan. You said, yes, I will definitely make sure that you get that discount, or you can pick another plan too if you want, Melissa. It does say bonuses. It is US. We like to check. Yes, if you don't get paid till Thursday, yes, the only thing that will be different is the first 100 people to sign up. So the group itself, like Social Selling Mastery, isn't closing, just enrollment is for the monthly membership, just so that I can really focus on those people and work a little more like group coaching style with them to make sure that you're successful. And yeah, the link again is ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus. So someone here says they don't have access to the monthly marketing plan. If you don't have access to the quarantine plan yet, but you're part of the monthly marketing, it's because your payment date. So just email ashley@ashleyshaw.ca. We'll get that fixed up for you. Using, okay, I paid $29, another, will I get the bonuses? Jill, if you're on the monthly marketing membership, yes, you will get the bonuses. So I'm not sure if that answers your question. You can email us, so if it doesn't. Do you have done for you things for when someone is leading with the business? Yeah, we have done for you a la carte stuff too, for sure. 30-day plans. It's all on the website, ashleyshaw.ca, if you want to check it out. The email service provider I mentioned is ConvertKit. So because you guys are all a part of Business Bootcamp, I can make sure to put all these links in there after. So I just purchased the 30-day done for you quarantine plan. This is Angel. Is it worth me for a membership now, or will it be duplicated? So Angel, what we'll do is we'll give you another done for you plan in replace of the quarantine plan, because it's already a part of what you have there. Do you also work with what's happening within Beachbody? Yes, yes. This is what makes me very different than other copywriters out there, is that I am a discount coach, so I know all the things going on with Beachbody. So all the plans and all the emails are always catered towards what is happening. So yes, every time a new program launches, I am part of helping launch that within the Beachbody coach community. So if you're a brand new coach, should I do this or the new coach plan? So this is a tricky question, because I think on one hand, the new coach plan would be perfect, but at the same time, I think that it helps you to the point that the email stuff is important. Like, and I just feel like if it was a different time and not everyone was at home, like, I would maybe say, okay, just start with the new coach plan. I really think that if you're able to get the first month for $100, like, try it out and see how you like it. And the fact is, like, with so many people at home right now, they're checking emails. They're going to be in your Facebook groups. They're on social media. So I think that if there's any month as a new coach to try this, this is the month to do it. So that's my advice on that. Is the payment at the beginning of the month or when you register? It's when you register, and then it will be monthly from that date. Today is actually the perfect date because it's 7 days out before the next month starts, which means every time your content will be delivered 7 days before the month starts. So you get 7 days to put everything into place. Yes, picky eaters, that was a really good freebie. People love that. So if we sign up for the 147, we get, you get the April done for you, which includes a quarantine plan. Make sure to use that bonus, fast action bonus. Go to ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus. I noticed I got my April plan, but the freebie was not there. Yeah, so technically all the material comes out tomorrow, but we just put it out early because we were so darn excited. When people suggested the quarantine plan, we were like, yes, change everything, that's it. So that's why it'll be coming out tomorrow. The limit on the number of members that we accept. So the acceptance for members, like our goal is not to have more than 250 members in the group, just because I like to have a one-on-one like working with them. Like it becomes harder when the group gets bigger. So that's why we've done for the first 100 people that fast action bonus. So the people that are really interested can get that discount. And then after that, it's still 147, which with all those bonuses added in, with Trisha's help, with the tech tips, with the ideal customer workshop, like all those the value added up, it would be worth $397. So it's so we try to keep the group intimate because I really like the one-on-one interaction with my people and being able to help them and answer questions. So I get a little confused on the site. Is there a way to sort out the course that you mentioned in the near future? Sort the course that you own in the near future. I can definitely help you, Robin. There's two options on the website, one that's 47 and one that's 147. The 147 one will include everything. That's where you can use the fast action bonus. But if you have more questions, I can definitely answer those. Melinda, I bought 2 done for you plans already. Should I get the marketing plan? I think that the reason I would say I would go over the marketing plan this month is the quarantine plan is included. So that one's really important. Plus you can get the $47 off your first month. So it really it balances out if you go about it that way. My Instagram, again, thanks for asking, Marcy, is at the Ashley Shaw. Definitely tag me in a story. I would love that. Thanks, Carol, you signed up. That's amazing. So if you're already in the monthly marketing plan, we have 3 months of content. Oh, no. Okay. So yeah. So sorry, Abby. What I mean by this is that there just won't be enrollment for the monthly marketing plan for 3 months. So after April, we're just shutting down enrollment. So my focus is with you guys. So you'll still get all your content. Everything will still continue. It's just that we're not going to be like every month we've just opened the doors and said, sign up whenever. We're not going to do that anymore. It's just enrollment for the membership closes on April 2nd. We really want to focus in on helping our people. Stephanie, the code is fast action. Were the scripts for inviting in the monthly marketing membership? Great question, Vanessa. The scripts for inviting, you're going to go to ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonuses. On that page, you're going to see the button for the scripts and all that, the formula for inviting that I have the actual scripts and everything. It's all there. I purchased the Done For You recruiting and I have a hard time finding it when I log into my membership. My advice for you, Michelle, is at the top, just search, it depends on which one you bought. If you bought the recruitment plan or the attract your team, whatever the keyword is, just pop it in the top in search. That's going to bring it up for you really quick. Discount code Amy is fast action. I only purchased the one time of 47. That's Michelle. Not sure if I know if there's a question there. Should we be posting starting the 7 days prior to the start of the month or wait until the month starts? Melissa, that's up to you. You could start right now. I know everyone ends up starting sort of at different times, so it's totally up to you. If you have your posts already planned, then sure, start on the 1st. If you don't, just start now. That's the easiest way. The PDF, for the inviting scripts, it will be on that page, ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus. Just signed up. Jess, yay. Trey, I'm so excited. I just signed up. Looking forward to working with you. I'm looking so forward to working with you, Trey. Is there an issue we're all using the same content? Curious. Great question. Pam, what we'll be doing is that ideal customer workshop to make sure that everybody gets really clear on the language they should be using. Everyone's using their own images, and you're going to tweak the posts to fit your personality. So you can just use the intro at the top, or you can use the full posting script itself. Totally up to you. Yes, Robin, go ahead and message me. Discount code again, Melinda, is FAST ACTION, all one word. Calls will be every Monday, yes, in Social Selling Mastery. When you join the Done For You marketing funnel, that's where we do Facebook Live calls, and I'll be doing a live Q&A. I used to just collect the questions and then answer them, but this is going to be a set time. With the group growing bigger, I want it to be consistent so people know exactly when it's going to be happening. Christine, I purchased the quarantine plan, but I already have the monthly marketing strategy. I didn't know what is included. So Christine, you'll be able to just pick out another Done For You plan, anyone that you want, and be able to use that. There's 10 rounds available, which is a really popular one right now with launching that. But you can definitely email us, ashley@ashleyshaw.ca, and we'll help get that sorted out for you. I have the 30-day posting plan. I have not yet been charged this month. Can I purchase this and cancel it? So yeah, Ash, what we can do, just email us, ashley@ashleyshaw.ca, and you can definitely purchase this, and then we can figure out, you can either choose another Done For You plan, or we can refund the other one, totally. The bonus is at ashleyShaw.ca/masterclass bonus. That's where you can find the link to the inviting scripts. Priscilla signed up, might as well try it for 1 month. Yep, love it. Did you already go over what the Elite Mastermind is? Oh, no, I didn't, Sierra, but I can help you understand that. That is something that I work one-on-one with coaches to set up a customized funnel or product. So maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to write this down. Sierra, I'll get in touch with you and I can tell you more about it to help you out with that Elite Mastermind. Valerie is trying to sign up, and it brings you to Airtable. Valerie, let me see if I can help you out. If you go to ashleyshaw.ca/monthly marketing strategy, you can also sign up there if that link for some reason is not working for you, but I can follow up with you and see if I can help you figure that out. Andrea, you have an old account registered to cancel a few months ago, but want to get it back. Should I sign into my old account? Yeah, you could sign into your old account, Andrea, or you could set up a new email address. It's totally up to you. I'll make sure that the team follows up with you to help you out with that. Super excited, hoping to add better content. Awesome. Love to hear it, Erica. Just signed up. Brittany, that's awesome. Signed up to get your business rolling. Jennifer, trying to get clients for about a month now. I get a lot of engagement on my posts, but no bites. So yeah, this is a great question. Here's the thing, like, engagement doesn't mean people are authentically like going to go to the next step. So Jennifer, this is really where the freebies are going to help you, and getting them into that Facebook group, and then also the emails, right? Because like a lot of people are concerned about engagement, and then what ends up happening is like engagement doesn't pay the bills. I made this mistake. I hired someone to do all my Instagram. I spent like $3,000, and yeah, I was getting likes, but no one was buying. So I get it. Like there's this confusion about, do I just need engagement, and what does that mean? Engagement doesn't mean that those are your ideal customers. That's what this plan is about, is setting you up with the right post to attract your ideal customers so you can lead them down that sales funnel and down that journey. Oh, what's the website to sign up? ashleyShaw.ca/masterclass bonus. Brooke, will the Monday calls be recorded? Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely save those calls and post them in the group. I make them as units. So whatever calls you've missed, then you can go back and watch those. Where do you find the scripts? So the scripts are going to be on that page, ashleyShaw.ca/masterclass bonus. Tanya, you're in. Sierra, thanks. The link doesn't work for me either. Okay, oh, monthly marketing strategy. Okay, here, what I'm gonna do is masterclass bonus. Here, Valerie, I'm gonna put it in the notes here to see if this helps. 9-3. And Charisse, let me see if I can try that link I just put there, and I'll see if I can help you guys. It might be, if the link isn't working, it might be because you have a previous account or something. So I can try to, yeah, clear your cookies. Great idea. Oh, and Angel, we can help you out there if the code didn't work for you. I'll just make a note here. Just email my team, ashley@ashleyshaw.ca, and we'll help you out. So the free PDF is on that website. Yeah, ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus. Any information on hashtags? Priscilla, great question. Yeah, this is something we can definitely talk about. If you guys want to know more about hashtags, in the Q&A, just pop that in as your question, and we will dive all into that. Trisha signed up and missed the code. Okay, no problem at all. Just email the team, Trisha, and they'll help you out. Ashley at ashleyshaw.ca. I feel like, oh, you cleared your cookies and it worked. Yay, Valerie, you are a tech genius. I love it. Okay, that's perfect. And then takes us to the purchase page. Yes, that masterclass will take you there, but then there is a link on there for the actual bonus itself. Melinda, oh, try logging in on your phone. Yeah, that might work, Melinda, if the link isn't working for you. I'm gonna write this down. Melinda, I would just try maybe on a different device. That may help. So awesome, signed up for the monthly marketing one. Super excited. I'm super excited to help you guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to jump on with me today. If anyone is, oh, another question here. Do all the posts each month stay in my library? Yes, you never ever lose access. So anything you have in there that you purchased will stay there. If you decide not to use one and use it another month, yeah, totally. You never lose access to any of the material. So that obviously is super helpful. If anyone is having trouble, why don't you guys just stay on, and I can help you here. So then that way I can just do a little bit more one-on-one if you guys are having trouble, like either finding the freebie or if you're having trouble signing up, I will stay on and help you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for spending an hour and 45 minutes with me tonight. You guys are why I do what I do. I love working with coaches, and I'm so very appreciative of your time. Thank you guys so much. Stay on if you have any more questions, and I'll definitely help you. The website again is ashleyshaw.ca/masterclass bonus. Yeah, and thank you guys so much. And I'll stay on for any questions. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, and please make sure to reach out if you guys do have any other questions on Facebook. I'm definitely here to help. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. The email one more time is ashley@ashleyshaw.ca. Just joined. The Facebook group is it is Social Selling Mastery. You're also going to get a welcome email now that you, oh, sorry, that's not my email, ashley@ashleyshaw.ca. You're also going to get a welcome email with the info for that, but you can definitely take a look for it. Social Selling Mastery is what that one is called. Coupon code again is FAST. Let me just make sure I got this right here. FAST Action is the code. FAST Action. I'm just going to pop that into the panel here. That's the coupon code, FAST Action. All right, does anyone else have any questions here? Oh, if we ever do need to cancel, will we still have access to the months? Yeah, absolutely. You'll never lose access to any months you purchased. Okay, Tracy, can't find the bonus. So I'm gonna just pull it up here on my page. And I'll just show you guys where it is here so you can make sure that you can get it. It's sort of like, where is it? Good question. Oh, done for you, funnel. Oh, this is a good question. I thought it was right there, easy to see. I'll tell you guys what, I will make sure I email it out to you because there was a button there and now it's gone. So I will email it to everyone so that you guys can make sure to get a copy of it. Cool. Thanks for asking that. So Debbie signed in but can't remember my password. Debbie, we can reset it for you. There is a reset feature on there that you can try to reset it. We can help you with that. Maybe Debbie, can you just send me put your email in there, and then I can have a quick look. Thank you, Debs. I appreciate you being on the call tonight. Yeah, anyone that's having trouble, why don't you do this? Just pop your email. Oh, there we go. There's Debbie's email there. Just pop your email into the chat box there, and I can just take a second to write it down, and then have my team follow up with you. That's probably the easiest way. All right, cool. Does anyone else have any questions that I can answer? Oh, I want to make sure the post would be customized to me. Example, I'm not a mom yet and can't relate to people in that way. No, I didn't go over that. That's a really good question. So what we're trying to do more of actually is put things like, if you're a stay-at-home mom / dog mama / a couple of different options. So that's something that people have been asking us for that. So that's something that you'll see more and more of in the plans. And that's why, like this month, I thought, okay, we'll add a couple of those different done for you freebies too, like, because everyone's a little bit different. So we're trying to like fill the plan with a lot of different options. So thanks for asking that question. And that's definitely something that we'll give you some options to like change it up. And I am always very open to, if you want to post it in Social Selling Mastery and say, hey, Ashley, how do I tweak this? Just do that and I will absolutely help you out. Okay, Tracy, Melissa, Abby, just want to get the scripts. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashley. I really appreciate you popping on. Anyone else have any questions? If not, what I'm going to do is probably just try to help some of these people out. Yes, you get the free resources too, Debs. Yeah, I'm going to send those out. Love you too, Tanya. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, you will get the free resources. I'm going to have to email them out because somehow they disappeared from that page for some reason. So I will email them to everyone. The Facebook group is called Social Selling Mastery. So you can make sure to join that group and you'll be able to, once you join the monthly marketing membership, you'll be able to access that and a link will be sent to you. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you so much for jumping on. I really, really appreciate it. Any other questions out there? All right. I think that might be it. You can stay on. Anyone that needs help, I can help you. So just stay on if you need some help or assistance. Yeah, then we can definitely we can get some things sorted out here. So yeah, just stay on for the people that need some help, and I'm gonna help you out here, just sort of one at a time. Now the other option is here, guys. Maybe what's easier is if you email me, ashley@ashleyshaw.ca. Oh, sorry, that's to everyone, not to just Debbie. Then I can actually, that might be easier because then not everyone has to stay on. That's probably the easiest thing. If you want to stay on, feel free. Totally welcome to do that too. I'm just thinking that might be the easiest thing if you email us and let me know, what the issue is that you're having, then we can do that. And if you want to stay on, I know there's still 24 people that are on. So if you guys have questions, I'll just stay on to help answer those. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate that. I'm really glad it was helpful. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? Yay. Oh, good. Okay, Debbie, you're good. Okay. Yes, the slides will be available after the call. What I'll do is I'll email them out with the recording, email and slides. Yeah. I can definitely make sure to do that. It'll probably be tomorrow because it's like 10 p.m. here where I am. Yes, Jill, I will send them out in email, the bonuses. Yeah, that's going to be the easiest thing. Thank you so much. Yeah. Any other questions out there? There's 20 of you guys still hanging on. Um, Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it. Just answering some other questions here. Feel free, guys, to pop them in the box there if you have them. Okay. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks so much for for jumping on. I appreciate it. So excited to have you in the group. Thank you. Oh, you never sent your email. I can help you, Sierra, if you're looking. Oh, you put in the wrong email. Juliana, okay, maybe, Juliana, can you send us an email, ashley@ashleyshaw.ca, and then we'll just change it for you and make sure you get all the rest of them. Just make a note of that you put in the wrong email. That'll be the easiest bet. And then, Sierra, can you just remind me what we need to do with your email? I'm just going to go back and look at the notes, but I just want to make sure. Oh, Elite Master, okay, Masterclass. Yeah. Sarah, I will, I have you written down. So what I'll do is I'll send you an email about what that's about. So Masterclass. I think Valerie got everything sorted out. I signed up on your website now. Oh, okay. Andrea, you signed up. If you signed up for the membership, it is the monthly marketing. That's the 147 one, and the 47 one is just the posts. Yeah, there's definitely lots of plans to choose from. It will take like my team, just because there's been a bunch of people signing up, it's probably going to take them like the next hour to get everyone's access organized and just those welcome emails sent out. So it will tell you exactly on there what your which plan you're looking for and what to look for when you're going to search for it. The Elite Mastermind is actually, yeah, the Elite Mastermind is a separate, it's like a group coaching, small group coaching, but it's mastermind format. So it is more so a small group, and then everyone, it's like much more individual. It's like a group of like 5 to 10 of us. And if it's like you want to work one-on-one with me, that is more what that is. So yeah, the Elite Mastermind is different than all of this. But Andrea, if you're interested, I can definitely give you more information on that. And yeah, I think if you go to ashleyshaw.ca/mastermind, that's actually where you'll find information about that one itself. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I don't mind clarifying at all. Anyone else have any questions? All right, guys. Well, it looks like all the questions, we've gone through them, they're all answered. So what I'm going to do is I am going to close down the meeting here, and I'm going to take notes of, yes, my email. Oh, but Ashley spelled wrong, ASHLEY at ashleyshaw.ca, Juliana. Yeah, if anyone's having any issues, just email us, Ashley. Oh, sorry. Ashley, get this right, at ashleyshaw.ca. That's the right email there. Yeah, you guys can email us and we'll help you like field any questions. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. So you guys can email me there if you have any questions I haven't answered, or if you can't get logged in for some reason, or yeah, you need us to reset your password so you can purchase the monthly marketing plan. That's totally cool too. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I really, really appreciate it. And we'll be talking to you guys soon. Thank you.